So I want to kind of like start from the beginning. So when did you first get involved in politics and activism, and how old were you, and how did that start?
Yeah. So I was introduced to politics. I think I was a seventh grader. It was as like a normal seventh grader in like what, 2015, 2016. I was on YouTube. I was watching my favorite YouTubers, whatever. And on my recommended page was the, I think, second presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And so on a whim, I just clicked it. And it was like 3 hours. And I watched the entire thing. And at that point, I think I stayed up until like 11, which was a big deal when I was a seventh grader. And then ever since then, I watched the next debate. I went back and watched the first debate. And then because of that, the algorithm knew that I was into politics now, and I would get, introduced to more political things. And I got introduced to online progressive media, mainly the Young Turks, Secular Talk, a few others. And then I started just watching those videos, and that's how I got into the rabbit hole. Kind of weirdly, I guess I was recommended conservative media. And at that point, I mean, my mind was moldable, right? Like I could have gone either way. But even just from watching the debate, I can like distinctly remember like, oh, like I agreed more with Hillary Clinton than I did with Donald Trump. I don't know whether that was because the thing is my family is not political at all. I don't think they've ever talked about politics unless I brought it up. So I wasn't really influenced by them. No one in my family, as a seventh grader, who's talking to you about politics, right? None of my friends were, no one else in my family was. So I guess, I don't really know. I had this like preconceived like belief system that was more left leaning already. And then, yeah, that's how I got into like just politics in general. It's kind of funny how you call it like activism. I don't really see what I do as activism. I just kind of like, I just like am involved in like different organizations. I think that should be more common than it is.
I
I
agree. You're right.
yeah, like I don't really see it as activism. I just see it as like me like spending 2 hours a week or 3 hours a week work fighting for something that I believe in. And so I got into that through these online news or online like shows that would promote different organizations.
I love the way you break that down, because imagine if each of us spent 2 or 3 hours a week, right? Like
Yeah.
fighting for a cause that we believe in, or engaging with the political system
Mm-hmm.
to change it in a positive way. We would be probably in a lot better place.
Yeah. And I think one of the things is like, especially at my age, no one was doing that. So I kind of had to figure it out for myself as to like do my own research as to like what organizations are legit, what organizations do I agree with. And I had to like do some, inner like searching of like, why do I agree with them? Or do I really agree with them? Or, if there's similar organizations, why do I agree with them more? But I guess to be honest, like I was also like a kid trying to get into college. So I also was thinking about in the back of my mind, I was like, what would look good in college applications, right? And I wouldn't say that was what motivated me, but I would say that was influenced me as like how active I was in the political arena.